I use those trivia bars a lot. And there was one time where I had a migraine like halfway through the quiz, and I like went to the bathroom, threw up, came back, and like finished up the quiz. And they're like, "Are you okay?" I'm like,
"Nope, no, I am not."
Well, we're professionals, and we get the job done.
I had like a couple years where I get sick like that 3 or 4 times a year, and then it just stopped happening. Like I got it all the way.
Yeah.
Hello.
That was weird.
Yeah, no, glad to be feeling a little bit better.
How's it going?
Howdy. So I am considering one minor change to our format, and I wanted to ask you guys, see how you feel about it. Is I have found with all of my other games, moving to the 2-hour game format as opposed to 3 seems to work better. How do you guys feel about switching from 12 to 2 instead of doing 12 to 3? Would that be all right with you guys, or are you committed to the 3-hour game?
I'm gonna think on it. I haven't thought about it. Like I want to see how far we get in at 2, and that'll help me form an opinion. At least that's me.
Okay.
I'm like, how much do we get done? I don't remember.
Right.
I'm for whatever makes the group happy. I'm pretty flexible. I'm from the old day. We'd stay up till dawn playing D&D. I'm down to do 12-hour sessions.
I know, right? Yeah, I'm not as young as I used to be. I've just found that from a storytelling aspect, that I have found that if you're doing a weekly, every week session, that the 2-hour format seems better in that regard, in that it feels like hour 3, you've missed that opportunity, not just for cliffhangers, but to end the session at an appropriate spot. And so hour 3 ends up being either hanging over into what should be the next session and then ending at an awkward point, or having to fill that hour with extra stuff that may or may not really be applicable to that particular session, if that makes any sense. It's just it's a weird time slot. It's hard to put your finger on all of the things that can go wrong with it. But like I said, in the other 2 sessions, I've found that the 2-hour time slot seems to work really well in that people don't lose interest in the session. From the DM standpoint, it just seems easier on the storytelling aspect, and then from it leaves people with that want to show up for the next session and say, oh well, what's going to happen, what's going on, including me. Even I'm wondering, a lot of times what will go on next session. So up to you guys. We can leave it at the 3 hours. I'm okay with that. I just thought that it might be better overall if we switch to a 2-hour format.
Yeah, like I say, I'm good. However you guys feel.
All right. Seems like we are all here. I'm going to go ahead and bring us in. Welcome to Waterdeep Dragon Heist. So we took last week off because I was deathly ill. But we will be picking up from where we left off 2 weeks ago. These guys are running around Waterdeep using this ridiculous device, the Nimblewright detector, trying to find this errant Nimblewright that was created by I want to say his name is Nim. Yes, Nim. Appropriate name for a Nimblewright, I suppose. And, when you get closer to a Nimblewright, this stupid umbrella on top of it will spin faster and faster and, tell you where the location of a Nimblewright is. Now, Nimblewrights are Lantanese creations. Lantan being a island nation far, far to the south. It's down near Chult. And there shouldn't be a whole lot of Nimblewrights in Waterdeep. So we will explore that. But before we get started, we would like to thank a friend of the Greenwater Guildhall. None of these are sponsorships or partnerships of any kind. They are just products that we really like. And today we would like to thank the Speechless Bard. Speechless Bard makes beautiful leather creations for your tabletop role-playing games, such as leather covers for your core rulebooks. She's got this really cool dice rolling mat that, when it's rolled up, it looks like a spell scroll. The spell compendium is a really cool item. It looks like a small spell book that is bifurcated. When you open it, it's bifurcated. One side's for cards, the other side can be used as a rolling tray, and on the inside cover is a magnetic spell tracker. And then she has this new item that is a notebook that's it's amazing. She does all of her customization by hand. She hand paints the leather. She stitches it, cuts it, dyes it. She does all of the work herself. If you're going to order, and this is especially true with the holidays coming up, you're going to want to get those orders in very soon. She is having a holiday sale going on right now. So go down into the description of this video and you will see a link to to her page. And you'll want to get those orders in soon. She is over in the UK, so if you're here in the US, it can take a little bit of time for it to cross the pond. If you are a fan of our Waterdeep game, you may want to check out the webpage we have set up via Obsidian Portal. The adventure log is written in the manner of news broadsheets that are passed out in Waterdeep, detailing pretty much all the news that pertains to Waterdeep locally and some news from outside the city's walls. The characters are going to be taking a more front page news-worthy approach as they gain in notoriety. So stay tuned for that. If you like the page, please go to the front page and give us a thumbs up. We like to see those fan likes, and we hope you enjoy. So, where we left off, you had traveled to the Seaward and spent some time moving around the House of Inspired Hands, which is a temple to Gond, and there were numerous. When you first walk into the Inspired Hands, it is kind of like a museum of models of all of these very interesting creations that have been Gond inspired. And you had gone upstairs because I believe it was Bug got hit in the chest with a little mechanical flying bird that Nim, the Nimblewright, had tossed out the window. And you met a dragonborn priest of Gond named Valletta, and she took you upstairs and scolded Nim. Evidently, Nimblewrights aren't supposed to be creating their own creations. And aside from the little mechanical bird that bruised Bug's ego, you find out that Nim is exceptionally lonely and created another Nimblewright. And this other Nimblewright is kind of a jerk and said, "Screw this! I don't need to listen to you. You're not my real mom." And he left. And he was indeed the one that you believe dropped the necklace of fireballs on your doorstep in Troll Skull Alley, killing 11 people. Valletta gave you a Nimblewright detector that looks like it belongs at the circus, and explained to you how it works. And so you were left to go explore and try to find this Nimblewright. Now, the thing to keep in mind is that, like I said, Nimblewrights are Lantanese creations. There should not be a whole ton of them in Waterdeep. So, since you only have the one Nimblewright detector, I don't know how you guys want to go about this. Do you want to... Let me switch over here to a full map of Waterdeep. So I guess the question is, you are up here in the Sea Ward. Do you want to try to just meander around the town together, or do you want to split up with one group having the Nimblewright detector, the other group, poking around? How do you want to go about this?
Do we know the name of the Nimblewright?
I don't know that he has a name. Let's see here.
Okay.
His name's Johnny Five.
Yeah, it doesn't say that Nim actually gave him a name. Now, Nim doesn't really talk. Nim pantomimes and has a crude form of sign language. So your guess is...
But you need a name to use it, I think. So
right, yeah, you can't just float it out there. It needs to have a name. And that's an interesting... So a Nimblewright is a construct. I don't know that a paper bird would work for a construct.
Well,
which end of town are we closest to?
Right now you are in the upper northeast quadrant. You are in the Sea Ward, which is quite large in and of itself. Your Troll Skull Manor is here in the North Ward, on the western side. Or I'm sorry, you are in the northwest side of Waterdeep. The North Ward, of course, is on the eastern side.
well,
can we find or hire some ponies or something to have someone pull us around, maybe? That would make it really quick if we just went up and down the main roads as a team, and we wouldn't get split up. That's my idea.
Well, what I'm thinking, if you guys are interested, is I can use the message, which is good for 150 feet, and Sparkles can do circle patterns over areas while you guys are on the ground, staying within that, like, not far behind.
So there are drays that are available. Oops, that's the wrong button. They look something like this. They're basically double-decker carriages, horse-drawn, that move up and down the streets, and for 2 copper pieces, you get on, and it will take you where you want to go. Moves up and down most major streets.
It's the old school busing.
Yeah, and so the top portion is open and has open seating, and then there is a bottom part that is an interior carriage.
I think Sparkle's idea is faster and less money, so I think depends on how fast you can fly, I guess.
Well, you guys, from the ground, you can follow in the carriage. That way you can keep up.
That works.
Let's just circle around that pathway that the trolley takes, so I can get a wider range around us.
Can we tape the detector to Sparkles?
Well, I mean, you could give the detector to Sparkles.
Yeah, isn't it just handheld?
Yes. Yeah, it is. it.
I mean, I'll be wielding it like a great sword, but I can still carry it.
So yeah, I mean, the bottom part of it has a handle, and there's this large trigger lever, and you hold down the trigger, and the closer to a Nimblewright you get, the faster the little umbrella on the top will click whir and spin.
Every time we talk about this detector, I think about the tiny winding machine.
Yes, yes.
So yeah, and with message, I can keep within range of you guys, so let you know if I start seeing anything or.
Okay, so then I guess the question is, Sparkles, where? I mean, wards are pretty large, even for flying. Where do you want to fly towards first? So you're in the Sea Ward starting. You can go North Ward, Castle Ward, City of the Dead, Trades Ward, Dock Ward, South Ward, and I mean, you could even check the Field Ward and Undercliff. They're all available for you to peruse on this map. Which direction would you like to head?
Whatever the party deems to be the best direction. Where do you guys want to check first? I'm just willing to do the legwork.
Who wants to make an Arcana check? I can give you a little direction.
19.
Go ahead.
Oh, that's a decent roll enough. 19.
Okay. So you kind of pointing the Empiking kind of takes the Nimblewright detector and holds down the trigger and kind of spins around in a circle, looking quite ridiculous. And
somebody put a blindfold on me. You do pin the tail on the Nimblewright.
You discover two things. The umbrella starts to spin faster in two different locations, pointing it towards the dock ward down here. It seems to spin a little bit faster. Of course, I mean, there's quite a bit of range here, but it does speed up. It also speeds up, although slightly slower, pointed towards the north ward. So you're getting a stronger signal towards the dock ward than you are towards the north ward.
Either one of those directions, the way that Nim or Zip or whatever its name is?
I'm sorry, what was your question?
Either of those directions, the direction that the one that made it is?
So Nim is actually here in the Sea Ward, and he's kind of grounded and locked in his room at the Temple of Inspired Hands.
Nimble, so the thingy doesn't detect him.
It does detect him, but pointing it, away from him. Those are the two directions that you're detecting other possibilities.
Wait, so there's two?
Yeah, you're getting two distinct signals.
Well, the north ward's kind of on the way to the dock ward. It's not necessarily out of the way to go check there.
Yeah, we could start going there and then head south if it doesn't pan out.
Okay.
Do it.
So, like I said, Sparkles will take the wand, the tracker, and just do kind of wide circles around the group, just leading out, just doing the normal search pattern, buzzard style.
Okay. So, Sparkles takes the Nimblewright detector and kind of flies ahead of the rest of the group, you discover. Hold on here. Here's North Ward. In the North Ward, not far from Troll Skull Alley, the Nimblewright detector starts to speed up and spin faster the closer it gets to Gralhund Villa. And finally, standing on Serdoon Street, or Lion Street, or Horn Street, you are convinced that the Nimblewright is inside Gralhund Villa.
Alright, I'll definitely use the message and relay that back to the party while I'm just keeping an eye on the building.
Okay. So the rest of the rest of the party. Now it is still daytime. It's probably by this point you're probably looking at about 3 in the afternoon, 3 bells. So it'll be getting dark, in the next hour and a half or so. And this is Gralhund Villa is a fairly fancy. It's a fairly fancy location. This is the exterior of Gralhund Villa. This at G1 here is the front gate that leads into the villa. It is a large walled, like a mini castle, really.
Shall we knock?
How high are the walls for the courtyard?
The walls? That was a very good question.
They're 2 foot tall and everybody just steps over.
Yes. They are 12-foot high stone walls.
Well, yeah, Sparkles will return to the party, land next to the party. Give him a breakdown of the layout of the villa from what she saw in the air.
Okay. All right. Hold on here. So Sparkles comes back and kind of gives you a layout of what to expect here. Let me turn this grid off. That's better. And it's there's one way. Well, I take that back. There are 2 ways in and out. There's this main gate that leads into the villa, and then, of course, on the opposing street, there is a carriage gate. And of course, right now it is, of course, daylight. Sparkles, make a perception check.
25.
So on a 25, you see that there is this area here. As you are flying overhead, you note that there is a rather gaunt individual that seems to be going around, and he has some mastiffs that follow him around. He appears to be a groundskeeper, tending to. This is a large, garden area. This here and these are a couple of large trees, and then of course these double doors here are the main doors leading into the villa. There are of course side entrances and whatnot, but that is what you see. You see that there are this groundskeeper and 3 mastiffs that are moving around the grounds. Kind of, he's got one of the push rotary lawnmowers and just doing groundskeeping work.
Well, are you guys wanting to sneak in and do some craziness, or are we kicking down the door, or we're not even sure if this is the actual person we're looking for?
Yeah.
So how do you guys want to approach this spot? Hi, by any chance, do you have some robot people up in here?
We're the city's Nimblewright inspectors. We need to see a robot.
That's a good one, like that. Yeah. We have a weird device that's going crazy, so that will help bolster the case a little bit.
Do we all need to go buy matching jumpsuits?
I pull out my psychic paper and I show my credentials.
So you're ringing the front gate bell and waiting to see who shows up.
I think we should start with polite, and then we'll go downhill from there.
Yes. So you ring the bell, and after a few minutes, a butler comes out and makes the. I mean, answering the door here must be a bitch, because that is a long walk from the front door all the way to the gate. He comes to the gate without opening it, and these are wrought iron gates, fancy twisted wrought iron with what appears to be the Gralhund family crest twisted into iron as the header on this gate. He comes up. He doesn't open the gate. He addresses you through the gate. He says, "Yes, how may I be of assistance?"
Who's got the best deception?
That is not Sparkles.
I have intimidation and persuasion, and I can cast hex on him to give him disadvantage.
Okay, yeah, I got no deception.
I got a 4 in both.
I got 2 persuasion, so I'm not going to be best.
0 charisma. I'm not doing none of that.
I think I'll start without the spell. I mean, we don't really want to be casting hexes on high-end compound attendees right off the bat, I don't think.
Well, there may be a problem. I'm actually looking at hex.
For affecting, we now know the laws, so no, I'm not going to cast hex on him.
Well, I mean, it's only against law if you get caught. But the fact of the matter is that at this range, he would have to be pretty fucking stupid to not see that you're casting a spell. You know what I mean? He may not know what the spell is, until he suddenly became extremely unlucky. But he would know that something would be up. I think, if I can find... There we go. Yeah, because it's verbal, somatic, and material, so that could be problematic.
So, what do you guys think? Just, we're here to inspect, to see if you guys have... Should we tell them what we're looking for, or make it online?
No, tell them the truth. They might know exactly what we're talking about. That's what I think.
Okay, and we've been charged to find an errant Nimblewright, and if you have a legitimate Nimblewright, we just want to confirm that, then we'll move on.
Go ahead and make a deception. Well, it's not really. You're not really being deceptive.
Persuasion, I would.
Yeah.
I'm always just going vanilla persuasion. There's a little kowtowing in there, we respect your premises, we're just trying to mark you off the list type of stuff.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Yeah, it was another 19.
Okay. So, his response is, well, yes, the mistress does have a Nimblewright that she recently purchased from the Sea Maidens Fair down in the Dock Ward.
How recently was this?
Earlier this morning, as a matter of fact.
May we inspect the Nimblewright? We don't need to do anything but remove it from our list of concerns.
Oh, that is most impossible. The Gralhunds are preparing for a small gathering of friends and family.
It might be dangerous and murder all of them.
Oh, it seems to be quite agreeable. It shall be shown off as her new plaything.
Okay. We've tried to help these people.
Well, we've confirmed there's one on premises. We could come back for a third stop if the South Ward doesn't pan out.
Okay. It seeming agreeable makes me... Well, no, wait. It came from the store where we saw it go in. So unless they had two for sale, which seems kind of unlikely. I mean, we should pretend to move on if nothing else, because we're not getting anywhere.
Yeah, we can come back and make it. This would be a good hiding spot if you wanted to, stay under the radar. You've got protective walls and cooperative masters, but he was kind of anti-authoritarianism at the beginning, so.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Should we just bide our time and go check the next one while they have their party?
I mean, we tried, right?
I say we check out the other one, and if it doesn't pan out, we come back here.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So you move on over...
Assume that they're lying to us.
You move over to the Dock Ward. And indeed, the information that you got from the butler at Gralhund Villa is correct. So there are 3 ships, galleon-sized, that are currently docked in the Dock Ward. 2 of them are actually physically docked here on Dock Street, and one of them is at the lead ship of the small fleet of the Sea Maidens Fair is actually anchored out in the middle of the harbor. And so the Sea Maidens Fair, you've heard numerous descriptions, and there's excitement throughout pretty much all of Waterdeep about the Sea Maidens Fair. And the Sea Maidens Fair is a kind of parade and God, I don't want to call it a freak show, but it is a little bit. They have curiosities from all over the Sword Coast, and the Sea Maidens Fair has come in, and they are going to put on a festival with a parade, and they've got caged animals and curiosities from as far south as Lantern, and some curiosities from Chald, from all over. And like I said, two of these ships are docked, and the lead ship is out docked in the harbor. How would you like to approach this? And as you approach, the Nimblewright detector umbrella is spinning like mad when you point it towards any of these three ships.
We could
This is where the lady said she got hers from, right?
Correct.
How far back are we at the moment?
I would say you're probably looking at them here from this
Dock
little
Street?
Dock Street. It runs along the docks. You're probably in this alley back here, kind of.
Before we get too close, Sparkles is going to bestow Vigilant Blessing on Bug, just in case stuff pops off. So that way he'll have advantage on initiative roll.
Okay. And this is a picture. The lead ship that's anchored out in the harbor is called the Eye Catcher, and this is a picture of that ship. And of course, by the time you get to the seaward, it's now 4:15. Sun is starting to set, and all three of these ships look very similar. But this is the Eye Catcher docked out in the harbor.
Well, should we just do a line one by one approach and ask each captain if have they had this Nimblewright for the whole voyage? Try and eliminate one that came into position recently.
That sounds like a good idea.
Okay, so who wants to make a persuasion check?
I got the +7 in the group, I think.
And I don't think a bugbear would be very good for that.
Should I present like I'm shopping for one and ask them how long they've had it and ask about its behaviors and such, or just go on with our mission?
Ooh, I like the deception check if this is where the lady said she bought one. Because then we could say, we heard that there are some good ones for sale around here and all that stuff.
I vote dealer's choice.
That's not a vote.
If you say you want to buy one, aren't you going to have to do deception instead of persuade?
It's still +5. It's just not
okay.
proficient.
That's okay. Well, I don't know then. Yeah, I have no idea. I'm sorry.
Let's try it with the first one. We'll see how it goes, and then we got 2 more to do after that. So I'll present that we heard from, I forget the name of the compound.
Lady Gralhund.
Not from Lady Gralhund, but we heard at the Gralhund compound. I don't want to imply a personal connection he could dispute. We've heard that the Gralhund compound has a new Nimblewright, and we're interested in shopping one for ourselves.
Can't go and make a persuasion check.
Well, that wasn't good. A 7 wouldn't have mattered much either, but whopping 9 on that.
So the two captains kind of look at each other, and they whisper to one another. They're on the docks, and you can see that they're unloading these two ships with various steamer trunks, one of the steamer trunks, you can see that it's closed, but there are various brightly colored, what you would think are probably costumes. There's parts of them sticking out from under the lid. And they tell you, they say that, the Sea Maidens Fair has a number of Nimblewrights that the owner, Zardoz Zord, has purchased over the years as part of the fair. And but neither one of them are aware that any have been sold. Generally, one is kept on each ship. And they, to their knowledge, Zardoz only has 3 in his possession.
Good to know.
Do they think it's possible we could go meet with Zardoz? Is he the sort that would deal with us, or is he a keeper of things?
They don't see any reason why you couldn't meet with Mr. Zord, and they lower a small boat into the water and offer to ferry the party over to the eye catcher.
Shall we go on the boat, people?
Yes, let's do this.
Yay, parlay.
So this is the eye catcher, and it is, by most standards, this is a pretty fabulous boat. The water, as you, of course, being in a natural bay of a large city like Waterdeep, the water, and it's dark, the water is nearly black. You can't see beneath its depths. And of course there is even in the dark you can see that there is a filthy film. You know, if you've ever been to the original Moe's Clam Chowder in Lincoln City, if you sit by the window and you look out at that small bay, that's what that water looks like. You don't want to swim in that water. And they take you over and load you up onto the deck, and they come back to this door here, and he knocks, and after a moment he comes back to you and says, Mr. Zord will see you now. And so you go into this room, and there is a rather fancy table laid out with a small feast on it, pitchers of wine. You do see a Nimblewright, and this Nimblewright is in the process of pouring wine into what appear to be gold goblets. And this man greets you. And he says, "Welcome, my friends. Please join me for wine and a feast. My name is Zardoz Zord, the owner and proprietor of the Sea Maidens Fair."
Well, I'm having a good time.
He says, please excuse my attire. I appear to be a bit underdressed, but I like to be comfortable. Feel free to make yourselves at home if you wish.
Well, this is awesome. Alright.
So the other 2 ships that are docked, there are the 3 ships in the Sea Maidens Fair are called the Heartbreaker, the Hellraiser, and then this is the Eye Catcher. And he sits down, and he sits down and kind of crooks his leg up on one corner of the table. You know, dressed as he is. leaving very little to the imagination, and he's yes, kind of like Kif from Futurama with the velvet skirt uniform. Oh, you know.
Just sit still, sir. It would be much easier.
He says, Kiwis. Wow, my friend, Kiwis. He says, my man, my captain of the Heartbreaker tells me you are looking for to purchase a Nimblewright. Is that correct?
Yes, we'd be interested in your inventory and check out each one. Do they have different features?
Oh no, they are all pretty much the same. And this particular Nimblewright, like I said, he's acting as wait staff and making sure that your goblets are filled with wine. And when he's not pouring, he sets the wine pitcher down and then just kind of quietly goes over and stands in the corner. He says, "Oh, my Nimblewrights are pretty much the same. When I'm not using them in the fair, they act as stewards aboard our ships."
Have you had them all for quite some time, or did you recently acquire some more?
Oh, yes, I've had them, for a number of years now.
I'm trying to think how to steer the conversation, guys. This is the guy that sold the one to the other place, right?
Well, that's what the butler told you.
Let me tell him someone's claiming that.
Yeah, well, we've heard claims that he sold one. Was that a recent acquisition? Why did he part with it?
He says, I have not sold any of my Nimblewrights. I have only had the 3. And he gets up and he goes to the door and he opens the door and he says, hey, you two, come here. And the captain of the Heartbreaker and the captain of the Hellraiser come over and he says, did either of you sell the Nimblewrights from your ships? And they both say no. Their Nimblewrights are currently aboard. He says, oh, okay, thank you. And he shuts the door. He says, we have not sold any of our Nimblewrights. We have all 3 of ours. They have not left our vessels.
We certainly value your tolerance of our questions. Are there any other people who might have one or sold one? This is quite nefarious that other people might be selling Nimblewrights about town.
He says, to my knowledge, the only other Nimblewright in all of Waterdeep it resides in the temple of the House of Inspired Hands, the Temple of Gond. But I'm not aware that anybody else, although there's many people of noble ascent with more money than sense. They may actually own a Nimblewright, but I'm not aware of it.
Well, thank you for your time. Will you have your units on display at the fair again?
Oh, they will be marching in the what is the name of that? Hold on here. I need to look at my calendar. It is, so the current month is Marpanoth. He tells you that they already had a fair on the Day of Wonders, which was yesterday. But he tells you that they are going to do another parade on Liar's Night, which is on the 30th of Marpanoth, and right now it is the 4th. But they're not planning anything else in between. He says they might do something for the 10th, which is the Reign of Misrule, but most likely their next parade with the current his current batch of Nimblewrights will be on Liar's Night.
Were we to purchase a Nimblewright, we have a residence we're rehabilitating. Would Nimblewrights make good construction workers? Can they take specific direction, or are they only generalized for things like wait staff?
He says generally they make good servants, but I don't see why they couldn't do some light labor. They are tireless.
Hammering nails and sawing lumber and such, you think would be within their abilities?
Oh, certainly. Most certainly.
And if we were to find one on market, what do you expect our price? You know them, you work with them, you know their value. What if someone else were selling one? What would you expect the cost to be?
Oh, this far from Lantern, why? They would be quite expensive indeed. I would think anywhere from 5,000 to 10,000 gold for a single Nimblewright.
Does anybody else have stuff they've thought of we could glean? Certainly he's pointed us back to the other manor. If he didn't sell it, he doesn't know anyone who sells it. This would be a hiding place for the rogue Nimblewright.
I can't think of anything. Back to the other place seems like a good idea at this moment.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well-
there's probably a bloodbath unfolding there, but our money isn't paper, so I can't stuff it in the side of his.
It is G-string.
This Chippendale bandolier.
Yeah, this is like Edith's.
You can always pour a pouch of gold coins into his girded loin.
Coming on a little strong. I'll drop a hint that he's good looking, and I'll leave it.
Saucy
at that.
Edith.
Just flip a coin to him and be like, give him a wink.
Yeah, there you go.
For the Kiwis.
He winks back at Edith and says, "Oh yes, it is always nice to be appreciated by a woman who is wizened." Then he turns to Bug and he kind of feels Bug's bicep and he goes, have you ever thought of a job in show business?"
Are you trying to form some kind of gross polycule in here?
That's what's happening right now.
You guys going to be a throuple?
Yep.
Well, I suppose he's hospitable. We should have some food and drink before we get on to what might be a fight soon. So.
Okay, so yeah, you guys sit around and drink Zord's wine and eat his delicious food. And he says, to tell you of their excellent capabilities, the Nimblewright actually made this entire feast for us. And
Wow.
all of this food it seems like it was purchased fresh, probably that day from the markets in Waterdeep. So Zord is clearly doing quite well just by the appointment of this stateroom and the quality of the food that he's serving. And this appears to have been set out for him, that he's sharing with you. So there's way more food than is possibly needed. And he makes the comment that, I like to give to the youth, the poor orphans that wander the streets of any leftover food that is still available after me and my crew eats.
Wow, Zord's awesome. I hope we stay friends
He's just
forever.
a very nice guy, huh?
BFFs, right?
Hey, we could tell him about our inn, and that if he comes back, like when it's done, he's welcome to swing by, and we'll treat him to food and drink like he has for us tonight.
Oh, I would like that very much. I always like to peruse new inns and taverns in Waterdeep.
We might even be able to persuade the poltergeist to serve him his drinks.
Oh, that would be fascinating. I've yet to see a inn in all of the journeys that I have taken where a ghost-like creature actually works in the inn. That would be most amazing.
We hope to make it an attraction.
Do we have to warn him to wear pants, or is he gonna?
I mean, you know.
I think he's aware of local ordinances.
I especially like that his underpants are held up by bandolier type suspenders.
Absolutely.
And he's still got the head on.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, that's how it's done.
Probably the hat, not the loincloth.
Okay, shall we go see the bloodbath unfold on those deceptive yuppies?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
So by the time you get back to Gralhund Villa, it is now, it's now like 10 and a half bells. So it's dark, it is cold, a misty rain has moved in, so it's wet and kind of miserable. You know, fall. And
this is his favorite weather. Like, this is perfect. We should attack now.
and Sparkles, as you, I assume that you're still flitting about. You notice that well, Sparkles, make a perception check.
It's gonna be a 12.
Okay.
Cat, where are you going?
So, Sparkles, as you fly over Gralhund Villa, you don't see the groundskeeper anywhere in the outer grounds, but you do see that back here, this door is slightly ajar, and this door is open, which seems a bit odd.
Is the detector going off?
The detector is still going off just as it was previously.
Guess we should let ourselves in, huh?
For honor.
So the front gate is locked, as is the carriage gate around the other side. The carriage gate, of course, is barred from the inside. The front gate is locked from the inside. If you want to, and of course Sparkles doesn't have to worry about this, but if you'd like to scale the wall, you need to make a strength athletics check or an acrobatics check.
Can
Can I
Sparkles
just have my invisible imp go to the other side of the door and unlock it?
Your invisible imp could attempt to make a lockpick check. He doesn't have the large wrought iron key that would unlock the gate.
Okay, so it is keyed. It's not just like it's got a bolt inside or something.
No, it is keyed.
I also have a grappling hook and rope. I can fly up and hook.
Okay. Anybody who wants to use the grappling hook and rope can make their athletics or acrobatics check with advantage.
I'll attempt acrobatics. 14.
I got 17, so I did okay.
Okay. Took.
I failed at my first one.
Okay. So, yeah, Impa King and Took, Impa King and Bug, you have a little bit of difficulty getting over the wall. I'm going to assume that Sparkles is probably on top of the wall.
Yep. Once everybody's over, she's gonna gather up the rope and grappling hook.
Hold on. But a moment. Edith, Took, and Sparkles. What? We'll start with Sparkles. Sparkles, what is your passive perception?
17.
And Edith, what's yours?
11.
And Took, what is yours?
10.
Okay. So you are not surprised. And you see, well, first of all, I'm going to throw this up here. Because le shit is about to hit the le fan.
Before we go too much, is there anybody that doesn't have dark vision?
Edith, she's human.
I got a thing that has like the light spell on it. We found like a torch with that on it.
Well, I can give you dark vision for an hour up to 300 foot.
Cool. I love that. Thank you.
I will give that to you for now. I can do that once per long rest.
Everybody roll initiative.
And Bug, don't forget you have advantage.
Which is probably good since I'm still on the other side of the wall.
Whoopity. So between Edith and Bug, which one of you would like to go first?
Let Bug go first.
Okay. So, Sparkles, Edith, and Took, you see that there are 4 shadows that are moving about and heading in your direction. So, Bug, what would you like to do? Well, I guess Bug needs to try and climb up over the wall again. That's what Bug needs to do. So that's
the only thing I can do at this point.
You can make either an athletics or an acrobatics check at advantage.
Ooh, I get advantage. Shit. Does a 12 cut it?
It does not. Bug is still having an issue.
Fuck.
He's like, I don't understand how this rope works. Edith, what would you like to do?
I'm not sure. It seems like I don't have a ton of stuff that can hurt a shadow, right?
They have vulnerabilities to radiant, but they are resistant to acid, cold, fire, lightning, thunder, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks. And they are immune to necrotic and poison, exhaustion, frightened, grappled, paralyzed, petrified, poisoned, prone, and restrained.
Okay. I don't have a lot. I have a scroll that has a radiant spell. That's it, though.
So yeah, they'll take double damage from radiant.
I got 1 scroll, though, so I'm not sure if I want to... Because I could learn it otherwise, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you've got a scroll, you can spend the required money to write it down in your spellbook. Or you could fire it off as a one-shot.
Well, they're just resistant to the other things. They're not immune.
Right.
So,
Right. Resistant just means they take half damage.
So if they're like on the Ray of Frost, will it still make them have less movement, even though?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I think I'll use that on the one closest to me to try and buy me a little bit of time.
Okay.
Okay. got 23 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. 4 frost damage, cold damage.
Hold on just a minute. I, for some reason, was woefully unprepared.
I'll do 3.
Alright, so how much damage did you do?
I rolled 4, so they'll take 2.
Okay, so he takes 2.
And movement reduced by 2.
Okay. Anything with bonus and or movement?
I moved behind someone tougher than me.
You're gonna use Took as a shield. I gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
All I got.
Okay. Sparkles, what would you like to do? You're up on the wall.
Let's see. So we decided to attack these, right? That's already happened.
Yeah, Edith's kind of drew first blood, so.
There's your first blood.
Go ahead and whip off an arrow at the first one.
Okay.
One closest.
Is that a magic bow or magic arrow?
Yes, a +1 longbow.
Okay.
7, 13.
That's a hit.
Nice. Nothing fancy on it. 11 damage.
Ooh. Well, that was a fairly effective arrow. Movement and or bonus.
Gonna do a movement. Let's see how far. Gonna do a little hop, skip, jump, fly, and land over here.
Okay.
Just to kind of spread out the group a little.
All right. Took, what would you like to do?
Are these blobs rocks or trees?
They are cops of trees.
Okay.
Yeah, that's foliage, leafy foliage cover. I guess it's not all that leafy. Most of the leaves have fallen at this point. But the yard is immaculate. It has been raked up.
Let's move up to there and swim.
Okay. That's a hit. Ooh. All right. So that shadow dissipates into darkness. You attack the darkness.
Mhm.
Movement, any additional movement, bonus action.
Yeah, I'll move back to this there. Within 10 feet of Eva.
Okay. All right. Empa King.
I will move behind the trees, and then to where I have line of sight to the second one.
Okay.
I will... it takes an action. I'll save that for later. So yeah, I'll... bonus hex on... it's necrotic. Doesn't matter. Yeah, I'll just Eldritch Blast this guy.
Okay.
24 hit.
It does.
And that's ready.
9 whopping points.
It is...
Force and Thunder.
Okay. So he's
Cuts the Thunder in half.
so thunder is half.
So 8.
Okay. That was still, you bloodied him in one shot. And then you move back, trying to use tree trunks as cover.
And then I'll direct my imp to use his help action for the combatant. So when he's in melee, he'll have advantage.
Okay, so you're throwing the help action. The imp is going to harass this one.
He's going to. The help is given to the party member.
True. Yeah. Okay. I see what you're saying.
A friendly creature in attacking. So not with my ranged stuff, but with a melee person. My imp can stay as I read it, can stay invisible because it's not an attack or spell.
Right.
I can render the help action with a melee combatant.
Certainly. So shadows. He's gonna go there. Took, you get an attack of opportunity. Your choice, either one of those.
Okay. Just the first one back, okay.
You can take that with advantage if you want.
Yeah, because you get the help action. So, first one, 18 is a hit.
Alright.
Ouch. He's not down, but a weird thing happens when you swing on this shadow. It lets out a whine like an injured dog. This one moves up there and does nothing. Let's see. So on Took, the first one is going to make an attack. 16 to hit.
That's right on.
That's right on?
Yes.
All right. For 11 necrotic damage, and your strength score goes down by 3. Which sucks. On Edith, 23 to hit.
Yep.
For 6 necrotic. And where am I at? Your strength score drops by 4.
Alright.
And this shadow is going to hold its action, or ready in action. Kind of hoping that Sparkles will drop down into range. Unlikely to happen, but it can hope. So, Bug, you want to try to climb again with an advantage?
I want to join the fight. Hey, Nat. What the hell? I rolled 2 Nat 20s.
Nice. All right, so Bug, you are on top of the wall. You're able to climb up on top of the wall. That took 12 feet of your movement. You can use the rest of your movement to do what you want to do.
All right. All 3 of these are enemies, right?
Yes.
Oh wait, no, that's Sparkles, right?
That's me.
This is Took.
Oh, that's Gabe. Oh, 2. Okay.
Yes.
Then I'm gonna do like a jump down and swing my maul on this one here.
Okay.
As I come down off the wall, like a extra just bashy thing.
Okay. You gonna be all dramatic about it? Are you gonna do a superhero
Absolutely.
landing? It's really tough on the knees.
I'm not even gonna do the landing superhero. I'm just all of the weight coming down with the hammer with the maul first. Like the maul is the first thing to hit, and then I land after I hit.
Okay.
18 to hit.
That hits.
Sweet. And then I will. There's shadows, right? So I need a magic weapon can hurt them, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. 10 plus 4, 14.
Ouch. It hurts this shadow greatly, and again, it lets out a whine like an injured dog.
Can I throw a divine smite on that?
You certainly can.
Only I remember what that did.
Well, it's radiant damage, so...
What dice do I roll? Is that 2d8?
That is a very good question.
No, you know, tell me the truth. The first time using it, so I don't know what it does. I just know I have to.
Let's see here. Paladins.
It's my paladin.
So let's see. What level are you?
Level 2 paladin.
Are you guys level 2 or level 3?
We're level 3.
Yeah, I think you guys are level 3.
We are level 3, but one of my levels is sorcerer.
Oh, that's right. So level 2, that is 1d8 extra. Or wait. So if you burn a first level spell slot, that's 2d8 extra damage.
Yep.
And this guy is undead, so that is an additional d8, so that's 3d8 extra damage. And he's vulnerable, so it will be doubled.
So what you're saying is he's not going to like me very much.
Correct. You can roll. You can either double the damage that you roll with 3d8, or you can roll 68. It's up to you. I don't care either way.
$25.
Yeah. So you completely obliterate the shadow, and so it lets out a whine like a dog, and the shadow itself seems to take on a large canine shape before it dissipates into the darkness.
Can I make an Arcana check to know what the hell happened?
It was the groundskeeper's dogs. You had 3 of them.
So the dogs got turned into shadows?
Or they were I don't know. I don't know how or why, but I figured they're the same thing.
Bug, you can make a. I will allow you to make a either Arcana check or a Perception check.
I mean, they're both pretty crap, so here's the dice. 14.
Okay, so this shadow appears to be in like a shape of a dog. This shadow, however, seems to be a hunched over humanoid shape.
Huh.
Okay, so I was wrong. I guess that one's the groundskeeper, the other 2 are the dogs. Something.
He had 3 dogs and him. Maybe he's the 4th.
Edith, what would you like to do?
Go for that one, I yell.
Alright. Let's do that. Let's spray it across.
Okay.
Shit. 10 to hit. Probably doesn't hit.
No, that is a miss.
Damn it. Can I also roll Arcana to try and figure out what's going on with that, though?
Sure.
I only got 12. I didn't do any better. I'll figure out more.
You would guess you are correct in your guess that these guys are actually that the groundskeeper and the mastiffs would at sundown would turn into shadows. I mean, it's an excellent form of home protection.
Yeah.
Did Edith want to do any additional movement or anything else?
I'll move a bit. It won't be very consequential, though, I don't think.
Okay. Edith runs back to the gate. Let me out! Let me out! Let me out!
I guess there. Sure.
Okay. Sparkles, what would you like to do?
Sparkles is going to fly back to the group. We'll hop and jump down here and ask if anybody's badly hurt.
I don't think that the physical injuries are the worst part of it. I think the strength loss for Edith and especially Took are more problematic. I mean, Took lost a 1 modifier point from taking strength drain damage.
Yeah, at level 2 I can't help with that yet. So in that case, Sparkles is going to whip off an arrow at the last dog-looking shadow.
Okay.
17 to hit.
That hits.
For 8 points of damage.
Okay. And you hear, "Roar, roar," and this shadow dissipates. Anything else for Sparkles?
Not at this time.
Okay. Mr. Took.
I guess I'll have to move up.
What was that?
Move up to the gardener.
Okay.
Attack him.
All right.
Oops.
And the imp is still helping you.
Yep, so you get advantage on that roll.
16 or 3.
So 16 hits.
Take 2 off that.
Okay.
So 5.
All right. You hit the shadow, and you hear a whisper in the darkness that sounds like it's coming from all around you that says, "Your kind is not welcome here." Any additional movement or any other bonus action?
Is he dead?
Mm-mm.
That's what he hit.
You're just going to stay where you're at?
Yeah.
Okay. Impa King.
Let me do some measuring since everyone tucked into my favorite corner. Yeah, I'll move past the group hiding with me and out into clear range, and then I'll shoot him.
Go for it.
24 to hit.
That hits.
There we go. So the thunder's still cut in half if he's resistant to thunder. So 15 plus the 1 thunder.
Okay. And this shadow dissipates and is no longer with us. All right. Give me just a moment. I will be right back.
I'm going to go refill cider. D&D juice.
Okay. So you are all in this courtyard garden area, and like I said, down here, Sparkles noticed that this door and this door are both open and ajar.
It's not a door, it's a jar.
And then, of course, there are the large double door, the main entrance to the villa here, and there is a side door here that is still closed. What you guys want to do?
I want to peek in one of the doors that's ajar.
Okay. I'll let you pick which door you want to go to.
Was this the one you said was open?
Correct.
Okay. Alright, I'm looking there.
Okay, so you poke your head in. It's a one-story building attached to the mansion that serves as quarters for 20 house guards. The main room contains 10 bunk beds. Each comes with a pair of footlockers containing folded clothes and worthless personal effects. In the northwest corner of the room, there are wooden mannequins and racks designed to hold armor and weapons. But you don't currently see that there are no guards in this barracks, and so in this particular room, this door is also open, and you can see that there are a number of mannequins in there that would be used for holding armor of various types. The mannequins that you see from glancing in here are bare, and there are no guards present. But you do count that there are 20 beds in here.
That is a lot. Do I hear anything? Do I hear chaos coming from any direction? Or
Make a perception check.
+1. Alright. 3.
No, you don't hear anything.
Need a fucking hearing aid. Alright.
You can buy them over the counter now.
Edith just has one of those horns that she plugs into her ear.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll tell you guys what I found over there, but I couldn't hear anything.
And of course, Ampa King fucks with you and's like, "What? What'd you say?" Eh?
Actually, I'll have my imp sit on her shoulder and say things in my voice. I'm a ventriloquist now.
what would the rest? What do you guys want to do from here? How do you want to enter the villa?
One of the nifty things the imp can do is be invisible continuously.
Are there windows?
There are, and actually, this here, and you can see it here. So down to G7. Like over here, there is a balcony that overlooks the courtyard, and you can see that there is light from the windows up on the balcony, but you can't see anybody moving around or see inside. Not from down here.
Sparkles will do a stealth check and go to the nearest window and look inside.
Okay. Well, I mean, there's an, I think. Let me double check. So there are a number of windows on this wall here. And looking in one of these windows, you see that this area is actually a library. There are tall bookshelves that are packed with tomes, with sliding wooden ladders mounted on rails. And in one corner stands an iron lectern with a closed, locked, leather-bound tome resting on it. There are two padded chairs facing a large fireplace to the north. So this is your fireplace here. And one of the padded chairs has a wolf skin draped over it. And you can see that there is a door closed here.
You guys want to try to go through the windows? See if we can pop one of these guys open?
I don't know, or other climbing problem.
Yes.
We'll push him up first.
3 of us can pick up Bug and throw him through a window.
That'd be awesome. Yep.
So, me and Gabe are kind of screwed on the climbing thing because of the strength reductions, right? Won't that affect our athletic?
It will. It will definitely affect athletics because it is strength-based.
Well, I'd really like to go in through one of the open doors. If somebody would like to accompany me, we can work over to that direction. But
I'm not climbing. I'll go with you.
Split the party. It's fast. You can check out the whole map faster that way.
I don't want to split anybody. I'm just looking out for my own safety. A fall at my age could really...
I know, osteoporosis is a bitch.
Yeah.
We can send the imp invisible. He's tiny, room to room, and I can see everything in the room through my familiar link. So we could have an inventory of every room before we kick a door open.
Okay. Have the imp make a stealth check at advantage.
It's invisible and it flies, so... 17 was the high.
Okay. And how is the imp, where are you directing the imp to enter at?
Well, the barracks don't have a doorway that's continuous. We kind of have to, you think guys start at G5?
Okay. So, the G5 is a kitchen. There's a large fireplace used for cooking meals. It's stocked with utensils. The imp checks out G6 first and discovers G6 is a pantry. And in the pantry, the imp sees there are the bodies of 2 servants who have been. They look like they've been clubbed to death with maces.
I don't think the groundskeeper was really a groundskeeper anymore.
Okay, noted.
G7 is a laundry room, and there is a stairwell that goes upstairs, a servant's stairs. There is another body in here, a female human, an older woman, dressed as a like a head maid. She's been clubbed to death. Have the imp make a perception check.
Let's see. Gotta get to the imp stat block. Vanilla perception would be wisdom.
Okay.
12.
So the imp sees that the maid has a ring of keys on her belt.
He can lift up to 45 pounds, so he should take that ring of keys.
Okay.
And bring it back first.
So there.
I think we should have to bring the keys back.
Yeah, I mean, the only way that he can go is he can go upstairs from G7. He can go further into the villa from the pantry, and you could have him bring the keys back to you.
I think we should get the keys back in hand before we move on. As I'm looking through the imp's eyes, I'm sharing with the group what the imp can see about the 3 bodies so far.
Okay. I imagine Bug's probably somewhere down here too. How would you like to proceed?
Does the party have any ideas except to explore the next rooms? We're just getting a little information and we've got the keys now, but should I continue with mapping things out with the imp?
Seems like a good plan.
We could go into... Oh, I don't know. We could follow, like, shortly behind.
Yeah.
Too. I mean, because if we wait too long, more people might get murdered, and maybe we could prevent it if we weren't so far away, kind of thing.
Yep. Good.
So, should we hang out in G7 or 5?
Sounds good. I think 7 because there's a stairway there.
Okay, let's hang out in there.
We'll send the imp up the stairway to see what's upstairs.
Okay. Okay. So the imp, the stairwell, comes up here to a hallway with a doorway at the at the southern end of the hallway, and 2 doors on the eastern side of the hallway.
Yeah, let's have him see if the door in G19 is locked or not.
Okay, so all 3 of these rooms are G19s.
No, sorry, the north G19.
So this entire area, all 3 of these rooms, appears to be the servant's wing. The 2 of the rooms appear to be this room and this room appear to be individual rooms. One has more of a feminine touch. You looking through the imp's eyes, it is your perception that the southern room is the probably the head butler's private chambers. This room, the northernmost room, belonging to the now deceased head maid, and then the southernmost room, or the southern southeastern room, is a kind of a common room. There are 6 bunks in there for junior staff. Looks like there was a total of 9 maids, cooks, and valets that are. Well, I guess first. Well, they don't notice the imp cracking the door and kind of peeking inside, but there are 9 of these various servants that are holed up. They have moved beds over and are kind of hiding behind the beds, cowering. They appear clearly frightened of whatever is going on in the villa presently.
Guys, I can project my voice from the imp, so I could, while still invisible, disembodied voice, ask them questions if you think it would spook them or not.
That would scare the shit out of them.
Yeah, I wouldn't be okay with that at all.
All I can picture is the end scene from Real Genius.
Yeah, no, that would not be okay with me.
Tell me about the bowl of Jell-O, Ken.
I would be like, as soon as this is over, I fucking quit.
If you want to send anybody, send Grandma up the stairs.
Edith will calm them down.
Yeah,
Tell them we're here to talk about the extended warranty on their buggy.
Here, have a walnut raisin caramel oatmeal cookie. That'll calm you right down.
Yeah, I'll get some of my Werthers and slide them under the door, I guess.
Can the imp confirm there's not other passageways to the main house? This is all isolated servants' wing?
It is. It is completely isolated. Which I feel is kind of weird, but I mean, if you don't care about, if you ring your bell from room G18 and you don't care about your servants, they have to go down the servants' stairs, go all the way around downstairs to come up the main stairs. Yeah, no, they, and not only here's something that I don't know if you guys knew. So, in the, I guess it would be the early 1800s through the early almost to the 1920s, there was a major problem with servants dying, and not like by anything like a kitchen pot exploding or anything like that. They would die because they were breaking their legs, and at that time, a broken limb was not always, but quite commonly fatal due to infection and things like that. And the reason for it was that servant stairs were shorter and steeper. And so these are the kinds of stairs that you are dealing with in this house.
I hate those stairs. I've been on those stairs.
Right? So have I. You go into some of those older houses in like Northeast Portland, and you're like, I don't want to go down in your basement. I'm going to die.
The steps foot wide. They're so small.
If it covers my entire boot, I'm surprised. So you don't want to run up and down these stairs. And of course, servants are always in a hurry, trying to do their job fairly well. Working for 2 copper a day and working 14-hour shifts.
So the servants know something's gone wrong and they're hiding out, and we've got 3 other bodies downstairs of people who didn't get away, so at least this wing is kind of isolated and we're probably not getting attacked from the back.
Everybody who's in G7, and I'm going to assume that's everybody? I don't know. Took, where are you at? I know you were in G4.
Yeah, I'll go to G7.
Okay. And Bug, are you with everybody else? So everybody in G7, you can make a perception check.
Nope.
And I've got an imp that can see in other rooms for me, but I don't have a good perception myself.
So it's not just Edith who's deaf.
22.
Ooh, okay. And what about Bug?
Nope.
Okay. So, Sparkles, you can hear what sounds like combat, and it sounds like it's coming from upstairs. Not these stairs, but from the main stairwell.
Hey guys, we should go check out this area and tell them kind of what I hear as I'm already walking towards that way.
Okay.
Just nosy as fuck. And I will do, or Sparkles will do a stealth check and to sneak into G8, like slowly peek in the door, creep in.
Okay. Go ahead and make your stealth check.
It's going to be a 12.
Okay. So, Sparkles does indeed sneak in. And in here... So this is the Great Hall. Floor is strewn with bodies. There are 2 thugs holding bloody maces standing over the bodies. The sound of fighting can be heard coming from the top of a wide staircase in the northwest corner. 2 iron chandeliers hang from the dark mahogany ceiling above a long dining table carved from red larchwood. Chairs surround the tables, with a particularly tall and elaborate chair at each end. Lining the wood-paneled walls are tapestries and locked wooden cabinets that contain fine dishes, silverware, and candlesticks. A fireplace with a black marble mantelpiece has a framed family portrait mounted above it. The portrait depicts Lord and Lady Gralhund, their 3 young children, and a family dog. Lying about the room are the bodies of 8 guards wearing bloody and tattered House Gralhund livery over their chain shirts, as well as two dead thugs in black leather armor. All of them are humans. And I will let Sparkles make a perception check.
Perception. 14.
You can see that 1 thug on his neck and 1 thug on his forearm, both of them clad in all black leather armor, but both have a black tattoo, one on his neck, one on his forearm, of what is a stylized depiction of a winged snake.
Sparkles will continue the stealth and step back in the room and like try to charade what she saw. Like 2 big cats.
Are any of us in the Zentrum? I don't think we are this game, right?
Yeah, I think you guys are all you're all good guys this time around. You're Lord's Alliance, Harper's,
Enclave.
Yeah, Emerald Enclave, and Order of the Gauntlet. I don't know. 2? Did you pick one?
Harper's, I think.
You picked Harper's? Okay. So, yeah, nobody's in the Black Network. I would think by this point, though, you know what that symbol means. You've seen this before. You would know that these are clearly Zents. Gents. Gentlemen.
Alright.
Who are these 2 gentlemen?
Servants? Or we already know what happened, probably.
Leroy Jenkins.
Alright, I mean, yeah, go for it.
That's never supposed to be the right answer, by the way.
Well, unless you're my wife, she thinks that's the right answer every time. Yeah.
It's the most
20% of the time, it's the right answer every time.
That's right. That's right.
Brian.
Yes.
With your character, did you end up getting that thing that gives you extra damage if you get the first attacks?
Yeah, it's where is it? 2d6. I get an extra 2d6 if they haven't gone yet in combat.
Okay, then I'll reapply the divine favor on you before we go in there.
Sweet.
All right, so everybody roll Inish. And Sparkles, because he is stealthed, has a surprise attack if he wishes. He gets a surprise turn.
Let me see what is the range on that.
And you can pop out from behind this fireplace and snipe at one of them.
Nope, I got just the thing. So I will step to here and yell out glitter dust in your eye and cast fairy fire.
Okay. So, fairy fire.
20 or 60-foot range at a 20-foot cube.
Okay. So that'll get both those guys.
Yeah,
Okay.
assuming they failed their dexterity saving.
All right. So for Dex, they get a whole whopping 11.
That's good because the DC's only 13.
All right. So they are.
Chloe.
And then I'll give them the finger,
Okay.
and be pretty much my turn.
Okay. So did everybody put their initiation? Looks like.
Yep.
Chris, could you do a favor?
I'm sorry. What was that?
Could you do a favor? Could you do the little thing for Took's character so we can...
See his name.
Oh, are you not able to see him?
No, I don't think he was on that day when
Oh, here we
did
go. I must have missed him. Is that better?
Perfect.
Okay. So, Bug, what do you want to do?
That's a lot of movement to get to them. Shit.
Yeah, but you do have
Reach.
well, you've got reach, and you also, I believe, you have javelins, don't you?
I do have javelins, you're right. Forgot about that. Oh, wait. I can get to one of them because that's 30 feet just right there. And that puts me in 10-foot range.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. That's what I'll do. I can get to just there then.
I just imagine bugbears having like baboon arms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Basically.
Mid shin.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, let's go for this attack. Son of a bitch.
Now, does fairy fire? Does that give him advantage, or is
Yes.
it does? Okay, so you get advantage.
Yeah, like everybody advantage.
Well, in that case, then, sweet, 25 to hit.
That
You
hits.
can hold it, 1 minute, so 10 rounds.
Yeah. And most combat's over in 2 or 3, so.
I'm going to assume a 25 hits.
Yes, it does.
Ugh. So let's see here. 6, 12, 17, 21.
Okay. Well, that smarts, but he doesn't go down. He takes your maul like a champ.
Well, damn.
No flinching.
I don't want to waste my divine smite on something that's just normal.
No, thugs are pretty tough.
But I mean, like, it's not like he's like a big bad or like something that's gonna like take away our strength damage like that other thing outside was.
That's true. He's a ruthless enforcer skilled at intimidation and violence. Skilled at violence.
So Would the javelin used as like a melee weapon count as my bonus action?
As an improvised weapon, yeah.
I remember we talked about this
Yeah.
before.
Yeah, you could use it. You could use it as an improvised weapon, which would give you what, 1d4 damage?
Yeah. Alrighty. Oh wait, but I only get the advantage once, or do I get it every time?
Well, here's a problem. You're using a maul. Are you using a maul or a warhammer?
Oh, you're right. I'm using no bonus attack because maul.
Yeah, because it's a two-handed weapon.
Yeah, never mind.
Okay. Mr. Took.
I want to move up and support him.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. Make another attack on this guy.
Oh, that's how you spell toque.
Don't.
You have advantage.
Oh, that's right. You have advantage. Thank God. Oh, I was gonna say, are you fucking kidding me? That is a hit. Ooh. And Took comes up and skewers the first thug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sparkles.
Let's see, what do I want to do?
Kill them all.
Sorry, I was refilling my coffee. I guess this looks like it's gone pretty quickly. Step over here, whip off an arrow.
All right, go for it.
Ooh, a nat 20.
Ooh, crit, double damage.
19.
Is that total or is that doubled?
That's doubled.
Okay. So that is an excellent shot, and this thug has an arrow sticking out of his chest, but he doesn't go down. Any additional movement or a bonus action?
Nope, just maintain concentration.
Okay. Edith.
All right.
Finish him with shame by reminding him he should be at home having dinner with his elderly mother.
That's right.
When was the last time you called your mother?
Yeah. 4 hit points.
Psychological damage.
Yep.
Emotional damage, guilt.
Let's see here. Probably gonna do Ray of Frost.
All right.
Be boring.
I don't know. Ray of Frost. Ray of Frost is one of my favorite spells. The one that really gets me when we first started playing 5th edition was Scorching Ray. Man, they amplified that one. Like, at a low level, you could really F people up with Scorching Ray. I think the first time I saw that, Gabe actually used that with your gnome sorcerer and just obliterated a guy. And I'm like, how is this happening? He's only like 1st level. What the fuck?
I got 17 to hit.
That hits.
Wow. Yay, max damage. 8 cold.
Okay. All right. So he gets frosty and has his movement reduced by 10 feet. Now, did you make that attack with advantage?
I did. Was it?
Oh, okay. I just wanted to double check because if you didn't and you got a nat 20, that would have doubled the damage. But But no. Okay. Any additional movement or, I mean, you want to eat a Werther's as a bonus action, or?
Yes, I will, because I'm out of it. I can do.
Okay. Impa King.
I will move into the room and take stock of the situation since I'm last to the party. And then I will use my action to go have the imp attack on its reaction. So I'll have the imp attack that guy.
Okay, go for it.
And so the imp rolls that with advantage. That hits. Let's see if he gets a crit. Now still a 24 to hit.
That hits.
6 points plus con DC 11 poison.
Ooh. Okay, so he needs to make a con save. Oh! Oh!
Failing a poison save, double damage.
Well, he's no longer with us. He just kind of turns green, throws up, and dies. And like I said, you can hear. Oh, I guess there is a door here at the base of the stairs. So yeah, it's not that bad. They still have to go all the way across the Great Hall and up the big stairs, but whatever. So there is a door that kind of loops around back to the servants' area, and there are two doors leading off of here to the west. And then you can hear the sounds of combat from the top of these large double stairs here, and then of course there are these two double doors that lead to the library. So the sounds of imminent action are coming from the top of these stairs.
I will have Impy McKin face go invis again.
Okay.
And do we want him to go up the stairs and take a body count first, or do we want to Leroy Jenkins it?
Leroy Jenkins!
Alright, looks like they're going up the stairs. I'll follow.
Leroy Jenkins must be a Getman battle cry. So, have the imp make a stealth check with advantage.
It didn't roll, it just took me to that. There we go. Advantage. 13.
Okay. So...
Good thing he's invis. He's not all that stealthy otherwise.
Yeah, ain't nobody gonna see him. And at the top of the stairs, the imp sees that there is a fight going on between 3 Gralhund house veterans and 3 thugs. And it would be in your opinion that the thugs are actually doing quite well against the veterans presently, but the veterans are attempting to hold their own.
Well, considering I can see through my imp's eyes, I will share that information with the party that it's 3-on-3 upstairs, but it's not going well for the locals.
Do we take bets, or do we kill them all and let God sort it out?
Well, if we want to preserve the house, we might want to help out the locals.
Also, your imp sees that in G13, so to give you a description of this, that there's a battle raging between several Zents and house guards. The floor is strewn with dead bodies. The door to the master bedroom here is open. And the southern door here is slightly ajar. and the imp can hear that beyond the southern door, you can hear that somebody in this room it sounds like they're kicking another door.
Yeah, let's get up there and help.
I think we ought to hurry up.
All right, so you guys are rushing up the stairs?
Yep.
Who is...
The imp will do help action for Took, because he's a 5-foot combatant.
Okay.
The problem with the rules is it doesn't say in melee, it says within 5 feet. So if Bug is using his...
Well, Took's actually a 10-foot combatant. He's using a polearm.
I'm not sure if you want to rule that any different. It says, where's the help action?
Well, the thing with the imp is the imps can fly, so I don't see why an imp would be limited by 5 feet.
Oh, it's limited by the help description. Aid a friendly creature in attacking a creature within 5 feet of you. The you in that sense being the imp helping.
Right.
So it's helping a party member attack a creature within 5. The imp could be within 5 feet. It doesn't say the attacker must be within 5 feet.
Right.
So, okay, good. Yes, I'll have him help Took for now.
Okay. What is the marching order? Who's leading the way?
I think Imp and Bug up first. Sparkle's flying.
So, Bug and Took, shoulder to shoulder, and then Sparkles.
Sparkles is actually going to split off from the party and say she's going to catch up.
Okay.
She's going to go out the front door.
Okay.
To the courtyard and pop up on the little balcony.
Okay. All right. We will get to you in but a moment. And then Empiking and Edith bringing up the rear. Everybody roll initiative.
That thing that you give me for initiative only applies once, right?
It's once every combat.
Oh, shit.
Because I have unlimited. I can only apply it once, but once you use it, I can reapply it. So just assume I'm always just recasting it as soon as battle's over.
Oh, okay. Good, because the other roll was bad. Or I should say worse.
Probably not as bad as mine.
Okay. Now, don't feel bad. The thugs just really cocked that up again. Between Empiking and Sparkles, which one of you wants to go first?
Well, I rolled a 22. It just didn't take it into the stack right.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So, Empiking, you are at the... You can see... you've got two large lads at the top of the stairs. So, in between their legs and around their waist, you can see that at the top of the stairs, you can clearly see a House Gralhund veteran up here who is currently engaged with a thug.
Well, you know, the imp does really good one-offs, so I'm going to have the imp use my action to attack the closest thug.
Okay. The thug or the veteran?
We're attacking the red one guys, right?
Yeah, you're right. The veteran. I'm sorry, hold on. Not one of the house guards, but one of the Zentrum guys.
Okay, so you're attacking the thug.
Let's see. Does he get advantage for being invisible?
Yes.
Okay, so the 23 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
A whopping 4 plus the poison check. DC 11.
Okay. And he gets... a 17 to save.
Okay, so he takes half, so 4 plus, I don't know, 4 or 5? Do we round up or down on odds?
Down.
Okay, so 8 total.
So 8 additional? Or is that...
No, the 4 from the bite and then 4 from the sting.
Gotcha.
And then because the way the familiar combat for Chainmaster works, that was the imp's reaction. And then he'll use his action after to turn invisible again.
Okay. All right. Okay. Bug. You see the imp lash out at this thug. The veteran also sees it and is deeply confused and is now aware that you guys are at the top of the stairs as well. So, Bug, what would you like to do?
Is Bug muted?
Maybe.
Damn it! I literally just muted myself a second ago and forgot I did that. I would take a 5-foot step to there and attack. Does a 16 hit?
It does.
Sweet. Now, since they were already engaged in combat, does this count as them not having taken a turn, or does it?
No, it doesn't count as them having taken a turn. They are...
Oh,
They're going to decide what they're doing at this point. Although it is favorable, as far as the veterans are concerned, it's favorable in your position because you guys seem to be focusing on the thug. So,
okay. Eight, 12.
ooh,
Oh wait, you said I do or don't get to use the other D6?
what's the other D6 for?
If they haven't taken a turn in combat yet.
And he has not, so you can.
Okay. And that adds another 8. So 8 plus 8, 16, 20.
So Bug brings his maul down on this guy's skull and drives his jawbone into his chest. And this guy's kaput. We can move him.
Stupid thugs. No
Off.
honor on them.
Yeah, you smash this guy's head. As this thug drops to the ground. From in here, so you notice you notice two things. The first thing that you notice is that from in here you see that there is somebody through the slightly open door. You can see that there is this guy who is kicking this another door on the southern wall, and he's trying to kick open this door. From in here, you can hear a woman's voice yell out, "You better leave! The city watch is on their way!" Edith.
I'm gonna move the 5-foot step over there, take 5 more feet to this way, since I'm not sure that these guys won't attack me, and that's where I'll end my turn.
Okay. Edith, what would you like to do?
So the person kicking the door.
I'm going to go to the top of the stairs and cast web.
So the person kicking the door is a baddie, right?
You don't know. You're guessing. He seems to be adamant about getting into that room, though.
Okay. Well, there's like a guard in front of him. Is he trying to?
This guard here is engaged with this thug.
Okay. I think what I'm gonna do is try and get one of the thugs off of him. I'm gonna do infestation on this one, and hopefully they'll walk
Okay.
one of the directions that'll. Let me see.
So he gets to make a con save, is that correct?
Yeah, that's right.
He gets a whole whopping 5.
Yay! So that didn't work for him. So let me roll some poison damage. I got 6.
Okay.
It's quite a cloud of fleas, and then you'll do a d4 to see which way they go, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So, I'm sorry, how much did you take?
6.
Okay. And... 2. He moves this way. And it's kind of back in this corner, swatting at his clothes because he is infested.
Sweet. Good. They're not. Oh, the guards are not gonna hit an old lady, are they?
So the Gralhund veteran that's standing here says something about how he doesn't know who you are, but he welcomes the assistance, and he steps forward and is going to attack this thug. He is going to make 1 longsword and 1 short sword attack, because evidently they're fancy pants. Longsword attack. Ooh, that is a hit. For 8 points. And then he is going to make a short sword attack. That's right. Yes, that's right. And that is a hit. Oof. Ouch. For another 8. And this guy is also going to make a longsword and short sword attack. I think this thug might be fucked. Oh, he misses. And then he makes a short sword attack and misses. Oh, maybe this thug's lucking out. And this one is going to make a longsword attack. That's a hit. Oh, I'm just going to use average. So I take 7. And then he's going to make a short sword attack. That's a hit. For 6. And this thug is not looking real healthy. This guy, hold on here, I need to see Appendix B. In the book in the appendix, they refuse to put in alphabetical order. Jerks. really? I mean, come on. The fuck, man. See Appendix B. This is Appendix B. Alexa, lamps.
Okay.
Oh, I can see.
My Alexa tried to respond to you.
Sorry, again. Oh, here he is. Oh, well, that's dumb. Why didn't you just say that? Ooh, okay. Okay. So, that was the Gralhund veterans. Took, what would you like to do?
Goes out there and pumps them in.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. You going for the east or west?
West.
That is a miss.
I should hope so.
Oh, but wait, is the imp still giving Took the help action?
The imp used his turn last round, so the help was off the table.
Okay. All right.
Bonus attack?
You do get a bonus attack. That is a hit. Ooh. You crack this guy in the jaw and he goes down. Alright. Any additional movement or...
No.
Okay. So, Sparkles. You are up here on the balcony. And it's a large balcony enclosed by ornate wrought iron railing. And there's a lounge up here with chairs neatly arranged on it. The grounds are actually 20 feet down from here. And there is a set of glass doors that are open that lead into the master bedroom. And in the master bedroom, you see a woman who's quite well dressed. Clearly, this is Lady Yala Gralhund. She's wearing a breastplate and she is armed with a rapier. And she is standing next to a half-orc bodyguard, who's, I will just tell you, his name is Hrabaz. There is a locked wooden trunk resting at the foot of a large canopy bed in the southwest corner. A claw-footed bathtub sits in the northwest alcove near a freestanding mirror and a privacy screen. And hanging above the fireplace in the southeast corner is a shield that bears the Gralhund coat of arms. Logs are stacked neatly next to the hearth, and there's a tall mahogany wardrobe stuffed with expensive gowns and dress clothes that stands next to a pair of open glass doors out into the balcony. And you see that there is a door on the south wall. Sparkles, I don't remember if you or if you made a stealth check.
I believe I would have.
Yeah, go ahead and make a stealth check so I can see where you are at.
26.
Oh, well, all right then.
I mean, it won't matter for what I have planned.
I don't know if they are even aware of you. They are not aware of you.
Oh, that's going to make it even funnier.
And she is yelling, Yala, Lady Gralhund is yelling, towards the open doors out to where the melee is taking place. She's yelling out that the City Watch is on their way, blah, blah, blah.
So that's where I come in.
I'm the City Watch.
So, yeah, Sparkles is just going to bust through the door, just walk in all confident, walk by them towards this way, and along the way tell them, don't worry, we're professional heroes. You'll be fine.
You were professional heroes. All right.
The professionals are here. Just calm down. You'll be okay. As I just walk that way, pulling out my rapier.
Okay. So they are like, what the hell? And Herbaz is kind of lets out this exasperated sigh, like, oh my god, who else is going to show up?
Sparkles is like 4 foot tall, so basically like a 10-year-old just came in.
Right, exactly. Are you going to make an attack? What do you...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Attack that guy.
Go for it.
Just kind of reach through the doorway and poke him with... do I have any penalties on this?
No.
15?
That's a hit.
8 damage.
Yeah, you make it look easy as you step through the doorway and stab the thug in the throat, and he goes down.
And I'll turn back to the lady and give her a thumbs up.
Okay.
And that should be all my movement action.
In G15A, which is a guest room, Erstal that's not really what I wanted, but let's just do that. Erstal kicks down this door and then moves in, and in this room is Yala's husband, Orund, and Orund is attempting... What is Orund attempting to do? I think he's hiding. He is attempting to hide. He's cowering behind the bed. And Erstal comes in, and for a bonus attack, he is going to... He is going to make a bonus attack with his offhand short sword on Erstal, or I'm sorry, on Orden. That's brutal. And he misses. Oddly enough. We're back to Impa King. What would you like to do?
I will have the imp fly into the room, still invisible, and with my disembodied voice shout out, knock off all that evil.
Okay.
Because you can already see all this. Impa King will come up the stairs That's the help action, is shouting, knock off all that evil.
Okay.
And then I'll attack the guy who just kicked in the door.
So you do have a Gralhund veteran in between you and the door.
And the help action should offset that disadvantage.
That's true.
Best I can do. Oh, there we go. 25.
Yeah, that hits Urstel.
Ooh. 16 points.
Okay. All right. Urstel seems kind of pissed off that he just got shot in the back with finger guns.
And the imp is still invisible, so there's just a disembodied voice.
Okay.
Something jumped up and bit me in the butt.
Yeah. Baba! That's all for me.
Hrabaz does not go out and attempt to protect Lord Gralhund. He instead steps in front of Lady Gralhund and keeps his eye on Sparkles, but doesn't move to make any further attack. He just stands there readying an action for anybody that attempts to come into the room to attack Lady Gralhund. Lady Gralhund, she
is a shield maiden of Rohan and will tolerate no protection.
She comes over and stands in front of this door, kind of shielding the door with her body. Bug, what would you like to do?
Oh, just in time. I was about to say I gotta go, but I'll take my turn and then I'll go.
Okay.
Shoot, I guess I'm gonna try and dash to this room
Okay.
because I think that's just outside of my range. Oh, it's not. I don't have to dash for shit. I'm just gonna walk in the room and bash the dude then.
Go for it.
Just gonna go. I said, you. It didn't want to pick up. It's like, no. All right, we're gonna go to right there. Door's already open because he bashed it open.
Right.
So I'm just going. Oh, well, I tried to hit him. I'm pretty sure an 11 misses.
An 11 does miss.
Then with whatever movement I have left, I'll just step aside so that somebody else could go through if they need to.
Okay.
And I'll see y'all later.
All right. Have a good one and have fun.
All right, thanks. Take care, everybody.
All right. I will go ahead and remove him. Edith, what would you like to do?
Let's see here. The dice is kind of in my way. We're trying to see. Okay. How did you go around the guard guy?
You can move through somebody else's. You can move through a friendly space as long as you don't stop there.
Oh, okay. Here. Maybe I should infest him too. Maybe he'll walk out of the way so the guy can open up the door, possibly.
Sure, you could try that.
Yeah. So it's a con save. Let's see here. Okay.
Nope, he gets an 8.
Okay, cool. So he'll take Just 1 poison damage, but hopefully he'll move.
Okay, and then let's see where he moves to. Okay, so he moves towards the doorway as he is patting at his clothes and scratching, and he's got lice.
Okay. Alright, I guess that's my turn.
Okay, the Gralhund veterans. This one's going to move into engage. This one lives here. This one moves here. And this one is going to make 2 attacks on Erstal. Let's see, that is a +5. Well, that's a miss. And a short sword attack. Shit, he sucks. He missed both times. Which is not good for him. That was not the healthy thing to do. Alright. Took, what would you like to do?
I would like to move down here, and I want to try and knock him prone, shove him prone.
Okay, so I forget how that works. Is that just an attack?
The old ways it's a check.
Contested?
Athletics, yeah.
Okay.
It's like, plus 2.
So that should be like a 16.
Okay. He only got a 15, so he is shoved prone.
Alright.
He gets the ow, my back. And is prone.
Alright. Can I make a bonus attack?
You certainly can. That is a miss.
Do I get advantage from being on the ground?
Oh, that's true. Yes, you do. That's still a miss.
Oh, that's alright.
All right. Sparkles of the Twilight.
So, the Countess and her bodyguard, are we on their side, or?
Sort of. Till we know more.
Sort of.
Yeah. Sparkles, make a perception check.
I was say, like, the guys we just helped just went after her. I'm like, whose friends are we?
I think they went to protect her. Chris, are the veterans hostile towards her?
No, they are in a protection.
Oh, okay. I thought they went to attack.
No.
Gotta be kids in G18 from the way she acted.
That'd be 17 for perception.
So, Sparkles, you can hear, now that the sounds of combat in the immediate area have died down, you can hear that something is climbing up the chimney in this, in the fireplace here in the master bedroom.
Yeah, I'll yell that out. Something's going up the chimney. I got enough movement. I'll run to the chimney and take a look up.
You look up the chimney, and you can, and this chimney goes up, another 20 feet. You can see at the very top what looks like a person, and you can kind of tell that this is a Nimblewright, is climbing out of the chimney and getting ready to make a bolt.
Oh, yeah, I'll totally yell out, there he goes, and I'll shoot an arrow up the chimney if I can.
Sure, go ahead.
16 plus 22.
22 hits.
And I will attach favored foe on top of that.
Okay.
I'm not letting this thing get away. 13 damage.
Okay. So you drop an arrow into this Nimblewright. It's got an arrow sticking out of its ass, but it doesn't slow down. It kind of looks back down over its shoulder over the chimney, and then vanishes as it climbs out and takes off across the rooftop.
We should get out of here anyways, because remember the thing when the cops come, like, even if you kill somebody for cause, you're in huge trouble with the jump here, so.
I still have 5 foot of movement. I will take a step here and start heading back out the door and be like, thank you. Your saving has been completed. And start heading.
All right.
I'm just leaving now.
Erstel is going to spend half his movement to stand up. And then he is going to make 2 short sword attacks on Took. First short sword attack.
Nice.
22 to hit. For 6 piercing damage, and you need to make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw. Dope. You take 24 poison damage.
Ooh. 24 poison damage?
Yeah.
Alright, he's dead.
Took goes down?
Yeah.
Okay. Took
Drow spider on that blade? What's up?
Yeah. 7d6 poison damage on a failed save. He is then... he's going to make another short sword attack on the guard. And I don't think a 16 hits. 16 does not hit. Guards are wearing splint mail. Alright. Impa King, what would you like to do?
Well, tell the imp to make haste and follow the Nimblewright. He can move 80, so he's going to be up the chimney and on the roof this turn.
Okay.
Still invisible. And his only job is to follow the Nimblewright so we can track it.
Okay. For Baz...
That's not the end of my turn, that's just me telling
okay.
the imp what to do.
Okay. And then what would you like to do?
I will attempt, even though I won't have advantage to counteract this time, I'll attempt to hit Verbaz.
Okay.
Well, is that at disadvantage now? Yeah. Let me roll.
You don't need to make it a disadvantage.
18. Okay.
That is a hit.
So the 18 to hit is let's see here, 13 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I will go back down the stairs.
Okay. All right. Rabaz is going to continue to guard Lady Gralhund. She's going to continue to block the door. Edith, what would you like to do?
Let me see.
I guess I wasn't attacking Verbaz, I was attacking the guy in G15B.
So, Took is down. You could technically move here and not be in danger of getting attacked. If you wanted to use your action to pour a potion or something down Took's throat.
I just might do that then, because I didn't notice Tuke was down until just now. I was gonna cast Expeditious Retreat, but oh well. Okay. Let me see. Somewhere.
I know you guys have some potions laying around.
Yeah, I thought we each took one. Am I wrong? We haven't seen. Does anybody else remember?
Do what?
Did we all get a potion?
A healing potion?
Sparkles has one healing potion. I don't know if everybody else does though.
I thought. Does Tuke have a healing potion on him? I thought somebody gave.
Yeah, I thought we gave it.
I thought when we divvied up the gear, we gave 1 or 2 to Tuke and Bug.
Because I mean, it would be on Tuke's belt.
Okay.
He's looking. I remember like two going to Tuke or maybe 2 going to Bug and 1 going to Tuke is what I remember.
I don't have it written down anymore.
I would say that Tuke probably has one on his belt because that's what I remember.
The 2d4 plus 2 kind, or?
Yes.
Okay. So do I roll it, or does he?
You would roll it.
Okay, let's see how much I can get in there. I'll do airplane noises. It's back.
He gets 6?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so Tuke is prone, but he is back up with 6 hit points. And his breath smells like pencil shavings. Alright, and then Edith moves back. The Gralhund veterans are going to continue to maintain their protective stance. Tuke, with your 6 whole hit points, what do you want to do?
Do I know that they said that Nimblewright left?
I would think that you would have heard Sparkles yell out that the Nimblewright is bugging out.
Then I want to retreat.
Okay, so you're gonna take disengage and get the hell out of there.
Yeah.
And are
I
you?
have to stand up, so I'm not gonna get very far.
Well, I mean that's better than I mean even if you can only move 15 feet, that's still better than where you're at. And he's engaged with a veteran, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so that could put you by the stairs.
Yeah.
Okay. Sparkles, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go straight out the door and fly up the remaining 20 feet and see if I can spot the Nimblewright.
Okay.
If I spot him, I'm putting another arrow in his ass.
You can see that the Nimblewright is... no, you don't see the Nimblewright. Your guess is that it jumped off of the roof.
Well, that would be my turn.
Okay.
Yeah, I was planning on shooting him, so yeah, I just went out and up and I don't see anything.
Erstal. Okay. And the veteran. Veteran fails, taking... Yikes.
Is a poison sword good for more than one dose?
You know, that's a good question. I would, because he had one that he had made an attack and missed and hit the bed. The other one he hit Took with. I would say no, because he would have to reapply the poison. So this guy takes 6, and then Ursula gets another attack. That's a hit for another 6. Okay. Impa King, what would you like to do?
I will come up the stairs, take in the situation again, and shoot at the same guy at disadvantage, I suppose.
Okay. Yeah, you don't have to be at disadvantage. I mean, if you roll a 1, then the veteran will...
Does a 17 hit that guy?
It does.
Another 17 points of damage.
Ooh, ouch.
And then I'll go back down the stairs. Hi! Finger guns! Goodbye!
Hrabaz and Lady Gralhund continue to take up defensive positions. Edith, what would you like to do? You know, Edith could potentially end this with Ursula.
I hope so. This guy sucks. I'm gonna go down here and I'm gonna cast Witch Bolt.
Ooh, okay.
You mark it off.
Well, I mean, technically, you don't have to go down there. You could stand right here, because if you go down there, you'd be too close. You'd be at disadvantage because it is a ranged spell attack.
All right. Let's see. $19 to hit.
That hits.
1d12 lightning. Okay, make mine a d12.
She's gonna go all Emperor Palpatine on Ursula Floxen.
You got 11.
Yeah, so the air fills with the scent, the lovely scent of ozone and burning flesh, and Ursula goes down. We will pick this up next week. Okay, before... Hold on, time out. Rewind that. Are we playing the Saturday after Thanksgiving? I'm good. I know Cameron and Jeff are good. What about you, Billy?
I'm good.
And Gabe, are you good?
I don't think so.
Gabe won't make it, and I think Brian was questionable. But we can pick up on that Saturday with 3 people, and we can move forward. So we will pick this up Saturday at 12 o'clock and continue with Waterdeep Dragon Heist.
Alright, take care, guys.
You too. Glad we're still alive so far.
Yes, so far. All right, have a good one, guys.